What's going on, everyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and I'm here to show you guys the soldier progression. Now, in soldier progression, it'll be keeping track in terms of all your stats within Battlefield 4, in terms of which weapons you've unlocked, all your different upgrades, and of course what weapons that you're about to unlock next. So as you click on the soldier progression, you have it in 3 different categories. You have kits, vehicles, and weapons. Starting with the kits, kits are special equipment that each class has. So you have special equipment for the assault, engineer, recon, and support. And as you can tell, if you take a closer look in terms of what items are within, hopefully you have an idea in terms of what role your class play as. For example, if you're choosing to play as the assault class, your main role here is the team's medic, providing med packs, or if you choose to have this item here, then reviving your allies is also key within the game, because keeping your team alive and progressing within the game is one of the key things within Battlefield. If you're choosing to play as an engineer, of course one of your main roles is to repair your allies' vehicles, and of course to take out the enemy vehicles as well. Recon is providing overwatch, and of course with C4 you can do some crazy stuff within the game, such as breaking down support beams, trapping tanks, destroying enemy vehicles, and of course using this friendly gadget here, which not that many people know what this is. Now what this is, it's a portable laser designator. What this does is, let's say for example I'm using this item here and I'm locking on to an enemy vehicle, and a friend of mine is playing as the engineer and currently has the RPG. With me locking onto an enemy vehicle with this item here, his RPG can now lock onto enemy vehicles. As you guys know, and basic stuff, RPGs don't have a lock-on function. However, with the combination of this and the RPG, now the RPG can lock onto enemy vehicles, making it much more, devastating and of course very useful. If you're choosing to play as the support class, your main role here is to supply ammunition to your team. What I did notice within Battlefield 4 is this new thing here called the ammo pack. Before we're used to the ammo box, which provides your team with all kinds of ammunition, but the ammo pack here provides your team with a small amount of ammunition, just like enough for a clip pretty much within the game. So I did notice that right away. So one of the main things here is that you want to unlock the ammo box, so that way your team can replenish everything within the game. And some extra bonus stuff here. So pretty much it keeps track of what you've unlocked. When you first start off the game, you just have 1 or 2 of the basic items here. So for example, as the assault class, you first started off with the first aid kit and the M320HE, and then the items here, I've unlocked this one, and as you can see here, I've almost unlocked this one. I just need a few more points. Within the game, you're going to unlock ribbons and all kinds of unique items. So basically every time, all the stats that you see at the end of the match is going to increase the different sections within the game. In this case, it's going to help unlock more additional kits for me to use within the game. Vehicles, it's the same way. Here it's pretty much, the more you use the vehicle, the more items you get to unlock. So you have one for tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, and anti-aircrafts, and as you can see, each one has their own unique items. Very useful within the game. So definitely, if you're the type of person who enjoys using vehicles, then some of these items may be a really key factor in terms of unlocking. I know there's some people who could fly the chopper like pros in this game, and of course they probably unlocked everything by now. And of course, last but not least is the weapon progression in terms of what weapons you're about to unlock. And of course, the longer you use the class, and getting kills and points within that class is going to help unlock more additional weapons. Now obviously here you don't see that many weapons. I'm guessing that's just what we currently have within the beta, and that once the game fully, when the game finally comes out, we're probably going to have a lot more weapons. But what's cool here is that obviously on the right hand side you have a really nice stat sheet, telling you the damage, accuracy, hip fire, range, stability, and all the other useful modes here in terms of fire modes and all that fun stuff. But what's cool here is that obviously once the game is out, you're going to have more weapons to view, but here you could actually compare the weapon stats. For example, I just recently unlocked the Scar H for my assault class, so I want to go ahead and compare my HK12 with my Scar H. So I'm going to go ahead and press triangle since I'm on the PS3. Now I'm comparing it with the Scar H, and looking at the actual chart in green is what's increased, in red is what's decreased. So here there's an increase of damage, an increase of range, but a major decrease in terms of stability. And of course I am noticing a decreased rate of fire and clip size. The clip size is by 10 bullets less, but the other difference here is that this one only has single and burst, while this one has single, burst, and then double tap. So a really nice feature there, so you're able to compare your different weapons. So for maybe if you're a sniper, you know, if you prefer the sniper rifles, here you could do a comparison with the sniper rifles. With this one, there's absolutely no difference with these two because they're exactly the same. Let's go ahead and find another class. So here we have two different shotguns. So here we have a big drop in stability and of course a slight increase in accuracy. For the carbine, we have pretty much no difference except for stability, a major decrease in stability, that's for sure. And then of course LMG, doing a comparison here, if I unlock this other LMG, it's going to be a lot worse than what I was using before because this has very less hip fire and of course less stability. Not a really good thing. So yeah, pretty much basic stuff like that. So you know, it keeps track of everything. You do have the reward system down here. You know, basically you have different weapons within the game, which is going to also help increase in terms of leveling up more. So here's some basic ones that I have. We have Ace Squad, Kill Assist, Squad Wipe, LMG, Avenger, Savior, Domination, Headshots, and of course Assault. And by the time you reach 50 ribbons, you get a medal which will be added into your collection. And of course I'll tell you right below in terms of, you know, how much more you have to go in order to progress there. So here I have 12 out of 50. Once I reach 50, then I'm going to have a really nice medal added to my collection. As you can see, there's a lot of medals to get within the game, so it gives you something to do to shoot for if you're trying to unlock stuff, or you know, just like a main goal within the game. People have main goals. For example, maybe many people like to collect dog tags within the game, so they want to try to find all the unique dog tags. But here in the beta, we just have some of the basics. There's not really much I can show you in terms of the beta. You just have, you know, the different, you know, states and so forth. So, you know, basically whatever you represent here, I represent the United States. And on the dog tags on the right, we'll have unique dog tags. And of course, if you have premium, you get to unlock some exclusive dog tags as well. But like I said, not much I can show you within the beta. And then of course you also have missions. Here you could basically have a little competition with your friends by giving them a mission to do. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and create a mission. Here we have a few different options, and it tells you exactly what it is on the top right corner. So here it says get the most kills with the carbine in a round. Another one here is, let me go to the first one, is get the highest accuracy in the round. So maybe I want to challenge a friend of mine, maybe Laserbolt from Gamerfuzion. So I'm going to go ahead and select this, and of course, you know, once the game is out, you're going to have more maps. So here, I'm going to go ahead and have the Marksman mission and the Siege of Shagahai, my bad. And then of course, in terms of attempts, I could give him an estimated attempts. The highest is 5, or I could give him as much time as he needs in order to try to get better than me, but he won't. So maybe I'll give him, you know, I'll be nice. I'll give him all 5 attempts. I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And it's gonna, you know, have your friends list over here. It's gonna tell you in terms of who's online, and you can invite friends over to pretty much compete against your mission. And if they, you know, if they win, you're gonna get a notification, and then you can set a whole new mission. So it's basically a little competition with your friends, just something additional you could do. And of course, if you push back or select on your controller, you're gonna have the battle log system in terms of who's online and who's offline. So in terms of inviting friends, I have no clue how to. Oh wait, there it is. All right, now it's there. You probably can't see it because the watermark's in the way, but the invite is on the bottom left corner. Before earlier within the beta, that wasn't there yet, so they must have just recently added it or something. But pretty much that's your basic stats right there. Let me go ahead and get back. That is all this information that I just went over is under My Soldier on the main menu. It's going to have all your different stats so you could view what you get. And one thing I did forget to mention in terms of weapons is that you could customize your weapons or add attachments. Here, pretty much you get to unlock additional attachments. So since I've unlocked the Scar H, I can now get attachments. So here I've unlocked the Reflex Scope, Laser Sight, and I'm coming close to unlocking the grip. As you notice, there's an 8 out of 10. Now to unlock these, you got to get kills. So if I get 2 more kills with this weapon, I'm going to unlock that grip, and then however many I need for this one, which is about 10 or 20, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty much how you unlock additional stuff. And in order to customize your weapons, you actually have to do that in game. I have not seen an option in the actual menu to, customize your weapon. So I'm pretty sure you have to do that in game only. But anyways, that's pretty much the basics. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. And remember, Gamerfuzion empowers your game.